Well, I'm here at the local school about to do a primitive fire demonstration for the school kids. My daughter Leah is in the third grade, and they're having their Thanksgiving Day program where they're dressed like pilgrims, and some are dressed like Indians, or maybe all pilgrims, I can't remember. But anyway, I'm going to demonstrate 3 different types of fire: the hand drill, bow drill, and the flint and steel. Appreciate it if you come along, and I think we're going to have a good time. We did this last year and the kids loved it. So here we go.
I'd love to welcome you to this year's Thanksgiving feast. It's been a tradition here at Myrtle School that all 2nd and 3rd graders get to enjoy this feast. We've been doing this for the last few years. And Brother Marty Merritt, he is the pastor at Beulah Baptist Church. And Leah, where are you, Leah? This is Leah's dad, and he has something he wants to show you, and then he's going to say the prayer before we eat, okay? So I'm going to turn it over to Brother Marty.
Hey! How's everybody doing today? Good, good deal. Okay, here we go. Now the thing about the bow drill technique is everything's got to be in order. You can't just jump up there and do it. You have to learn to control your hand. You have to learn to control both hands, and you got to keep this hand steady, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, I want to put my pants leg out of the way, okay? Then I put it on top, and I'm holding this fireboard in place so it won't move. You see that? It's not moving, okay? So I put the drill in there. I'm going to put this is called a socket. We're going to put the socket on top of the drill. I'm going to hold this wrist against, my wrist against my shin, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes. All right, here we go. See smoke? All right. Now watch it smoke by itself. All right, can you see it still smoke by itself? All right. Okay, now this is just, normally what the Indians would use is different types of grass. Cedar bark is really good for this. This is just a rope that is called jute. And what you do is you break it down and into these small fibers so that it'll take that coal and we can blow it into a flame. So I'm going to get this ready. We're going to basically make a bird nest. We take our thumbs and put in the middle, and I just spin it around like this to catch that coal. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this ember, and I'm going to put it in that bird's nest, that little tender. See it smoke? Watch this. Now what do I do? Blow it. Here goes. Deer antler, and I've tied some string in there, and I put loops on the end. Now what's going to happen here is instead of having to go up and down, up and down, up and down, I can stay in one spot and I can pull all the pressure I need down like that, okay? And you can have a coal in about 15 seconds. All right, here we go. That was a little harder. Same thing. I'm out of breath. Is it okay to do this?
I can do it.
Here it goes. Here it goes. Now the Pilgrims had a little more technology than the Indians did. They had already started working with metals and steel. And they'd come up with something called, I'm going to pass this around and let you all see it in a minute. They'd come up with something called Flint and Steel. Has anybody ever heard of Flint and Steel? Okay, all right. This is just a high carbon piece of steel that's been hold it in your hand like this. See that? This is a piece of flint rock. Now, the Indians would make their arrowheads out of this same rock because it gets so razor sharp. That's what they used. But you could also just take it and break it off and flake it and hit that against this carbon steel. Watch these. I'm going to show you these sparks, okay? You ready? You see that? But it won't ignite this tinder by itself. So, in advance, we have to take in a metal container or some type of container. You can do it straight on the fire, but you have to be careful. And basically, you cook cotton material, okay? It's called char cloth. And what this does is, it's a lot like charcoal. I'll show you some of this in just a minute. But basically what it does, it cooks that material, and it prepares it to be able to catch those little sparks that we just made. And it will ignite this, and we'll blow this into a flame like we did the other. Okay, are you ready to see that? Yeah. All right, watch this. This one's much easier than either one of them, okay? Can you see that? Everybody see that? Then you just take this and put it in the tinder.